Let's talk about our dysfunctional relationship with salt and this love affair that we have with salt and blood pressure. It's really not a love affair, it's more of a one-night stand bad relationship because nobody really knows what the heck to do with salt. You've got people saying salt does not cause high blood pressure, but then you go to your doctor and your doctor says, yes, salt causes high blood pressure. You just don't know who to believe. So let me give you some facts so you can make your own decision. Firstly, it's been shown that if you reduce your intake of salt by 1 gram, it's going to reduce your blood pressure 5 millimeters of mercury. Now, they recommend that you probably should not have more than 2.3 grams of salt per day. The average American takes how much? Go ahead and guess. Stop this video, put the comment down, and then come back and let's see if you're right. It's about 3.5 grams of salt per day. As Americans, we're eating quite a bit of salt, but we're not just taking the salt shaker and salting our healthy food. Usually the salt is associated with some type of crappy food that we're eating anyway. And so the million-dollar question is it the salt or is it the food that contains the salt? And just like a bad relationship, if she was really mad at you and took a baseball bat to your truck, was it the bat's fault or was it her? Who knows? You could eliminate bats from people, you can stop selling bats, but somehow or another, that dysfunctional relationship is probably still gonna be dysfunctional. So hypothetically, if the average person is eating 3.5 grams of salt and 1 gram salt reduction can reduce your blood pressure by 5 millimeters of mercury, just reducing 2 grams of salt per day can lower your blood pressure by 10 millimeters of mercury. Now, for those of you who believe that salt plays no role in blood pressure, let me present to you this. One of the benefits of potassium is that it will help eliminate salt in your urine. And when I say salt, by the way, I mean sodium. I understand sodium chloride, but I'm just gonna talk in normal talk as opposed to technical talk. So if you have a diet low in potassium, it's very likely you're not eating very healthy foods. So the lower your potassium levels, the more likely you're going to be retaining salt, thus increasing your blood pressure. So if you eat foods that are higher in potassium, the benefit is you will start to eliminate sodium or salt from your body in the urine. Now, what's interesting is when you go to the doctor and the doctor tells you to stop eating salty foods and gives you a drug for your blood pressure, sometimes they'll give you what's called a diuretic. Now, what does the diuretic do? It makes you go to the bathroom. It makes you pee a lot, eliminating more sodium. So if you reduce the amount of sodium in your diet and you take a drug that helps you eliminate sodium, it's almost as if the doctor is trying to mimic something that could be done naturally with healthy food. So these diuretics act in much the same way, different mechanism, that potassium would work. Now, if salt did not play any role in high blood pressure, then none of these drugs would work. And it's pretty well established that diuretics can lower your blood pressure. Maybe it's not the ideal way to lower your blood pressure, maybe it's not your favorite way to lower blood pressure, but even though you disagree with it, you're still wrong. Diuretics can lower your blood pressure, and that is why your doctor is giving it to you. But wouldn't it make better sense to stop eating foods that are high in salt? So fried foods, processed foods, foods that come in a box, potato chips, French fries, all these foods have tremendous amount of salt in them. And so if you just stop eating those, you'd be surprised how your blood pressure can significantly improve. But again, is it the salt or is it the processed food that is making the difference? Because if you were to be eating salmon all the time with spinach and beets and broccoli, and maybe you added a little touch of salt for flavor, probably your blood pressure is not going to be significantly changed by that salting of those foods, because those foods are actually healthy. Those foods that I just mentioned are high in magnesium and high in potassium. And this is why the controversy over salt is so confusing. Now, if you would like to lower your blood pressure naturally and really want a guide to do it, I have a free guide. You don't have to sign up for everything. You just have to watch the video, take notes on it, and get to work. So at the end of the video, I'm going to show you right here in this box. There will be a box on my complete guide to lowering blood pressure. Watch it, take notes on it. It'll be at the end of the video. I have 2 more things we're going to discuss, and then you can get started with that complete guide. Lower blood pressure, enhanced heart health, protect your arteries, improve your energy, improve your bone health, help migraines, chronic pain, and depression, reduce artery stiffness, and better sleep. These are only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the benefits of magnesium. The soil sucks, we don't eat enough organic vegetables, and that is why it's so hard to get enough magnesium in our diet. Now, the supplements that I take are from the video sponsor, Magnesium Breakthrough, and they have a great product that has 7 different types of magnesium in it, all listed right here. Now, when you get all these major forms of magnesium, then your body really starts to improve, and that is when the magic happens. I take 2 tablets at nighttime. It gives me 500 milligrams of magnesium per day, and it really helps me sleep like a baby. There will be a discount code and the link for this type of magnesium down in the description. If you have specific questions in regard to blood pressure, your own health and wellness, we actually do Zoom appointments as well as telephone appointments. We do these Zoom and telephone appointments from all around the world. So you're more than welcome to call our office, schedule an actual Zoom or a telephone consultation with me. And what we're gonna do is we are going to section off a piece of our day just to speak to you and answer all your questions. So if you're interested in that, there's a link down below. You can get to my website and then just contact us. Now, there is a fee for a Zoom or telephone consultation, so it's not free, but I can promise you this, you're gonna get your money's worth.